The horses stepping on to the racetrack for today's 10th race. This is the first of two non-wagering steeplechase events, this one at 2.25 miles over the firm turf course. It's a maiden event, 4-year-olds and upward, and presenting the field of 8. Number 1 is Gray Illusions. R&K Racing LLC and the international venture are the owners. Kerry Bryan trains and Parker Hendricks rides. Number 2 is Shirkali Hurricane Farm, the owners. Arch Kingsley Jr. trains and Bernard Dalton aboard. 3 is Bickley, Mrs. S.K. Johnston Jr., the owners. Jack Fisher trains, Jamie Bargery rides. Number 4, Zuko Valley, Potter Group USA, Gasco Waste Services and Ashwell Stable, the owners. Leslie Young trains and Thomas Garner aboard. 5 is Best Chance, Shannon Hill Farm, the owners. Neil Morris trains and Gerard Galligan rides. Number 6 is King of Savo, Sharon Shepard and Jillian Johnson are the owners. Leslie Young trains, Freddie Proctor aboard. 7 is Quid, Bonnie Rye Stable are the owners. Julie Gomina, the trainer. Ross Garrity rides. Completing the field, number 8 is Good Boy, Keystone Thoroughbreds the owners. Todd McKenna trains and Harrison Beswick rides. Post time for today's 10th coming up in 4 minutes. Again, we have 2 non-wagering steeplechase events here before the flat wagering portion of the card. There are races 10 and 11 in your program. They're non-wagering events, but you are more than welcome to come down and join us if you're at the track, and welcome if you're hearing us via the NSA stream. We want to welcome you to Colonial Downs. A beautiful sunny afternoon, fast and firm today for the races. The horses making their way toward the starting point as we get closer to a start for today's 10th race, 2.25 miles, the steeplechase event, field of 8 set to go here. Getting closer to a start here for today's 10th race. Our starter Harrison Young going to send them on their way in this 2¼ mile journey. Just over 2 full laps of the Colonial Downs outer turf course. 9 jumps in store, and the flag is up. They're off. Gray Illusion, Shirk Ali, and between them, he is King of Savo, and those 3 across the course here in the early going. And that trio quickly opens up 4.5, 5 on Uco Valley and Bickley, who races a team back 4th and 5th. Just in behind that comes Quid in 6th. Best chance is 7th inside of that runner. And it's another 5 or 6 back to Good Boy, who's at the back early on, about 14 off the lead up front as they stretch out things. Shirk Ali in front by just over a length. King of Savo, a tugging, willing second here. Gray Illusion's going to drop back off those top 2, back in 3rd. About 3.5 off the early tempo as they make their way to the first of 3 backstretch jumps. 9 jumps in total on this 2¼ mile journey. And everyone up and over jump number 1 in good order. Shirk Ali still just in front of King of Savo. Those 2 1-2 up the backstretch. Gray Illusion just in behind them in 3rd as they head over jump number 2. Bickley's after that with Quid to the far outside, racing along in 5th. In behind that comes Uco Valley. It's another break of 2 to Best Chance. And at the back, he is Good Boy as all 8 up and over the jump in the first half in 51.86 seconds. And to that far turn they go. Shirk Ali, King of Savo, still under stout restraint from that second position. 2.5 more lengths back to Gray Illusions, who's running along in 3rd. Bickley is 4th inside of the other Gray, who is Quid, right to his outside in 5th. Break of 2 more back to Good Boy, who's up a couple of spots. Now Best Chance and Uco Valley, those 2 share the back as they come to the top of the stretch for the second time now. Well, top of the stretch first time, home stretch second time. And up on the front end is Shirk Ali in front now. King of Savo still just that length back as they come to the first of 2 home stretch jumps. 5 jumps remaining in the course. Gray Illusions has been 3rd throughout, just sitting in behind these top 2 as Shirk Ali and Bernard Dalton take the 4th jump in good order. All 8 over well, and they approach the second and final home stretch jump. Still 3 on the back stretch awaiting them. And a Shirk Ali, a 1.5 measured leader to King of Savo in 2nd. Gray Illusions 3rd. Quid getting a little bit closer up on the outside. The Gray is 4th and drawn to within 3 of the lead. It's a break of 2.5 more back to Bickley, King of Uco Valley. And the 2 at the back still Good Boy and Best Chance as they head into that 3rd turn. And it's Shirk Ali who's been there every step of the journey. King of Savo been stalking throughout. Gray Illusion's been 3rd throughout. Quid moved up a little bit as 4th now, about 5 off the leaders as they head toward the backstretch. Just over 6 furlongs left to go in this 2¼ mile venture. Bickley is in behind them in the 5th spot, about 6.5 off the lead. Then comes Uco Valley, Best Chance, Good Boy is the trailer. So the 8 of them head to the 7th jump. And we had one unseated there, number 8, Good Boy, Harrison Beswick unseated. Good Boy, the horse back up galloping, but the rider unseated there at the 7th jump. So just 1 jump remaining now as they head toward that far turn. Shirk Ali, King of Savo, they continue to do battle as they head over that final jump. Gray Illusion still 3.5 lengths behind, has been 3rd pretty much throughout. Bickley is starting to move toward the inside from 4th. Up the outside of that one comes Uco Valley in 5th. It's 2 more then back to Quid. And at the back early on is Best Chance. So they head around the far turn. Shirk Ali, here's Gray Illusions with a quick move in the pink cap, and Gray Illusions right up alongside to now go to the front. Uco Valley, though, looms a fresh challenge on the outside. Shirk Ali is back to 3rd. Bickley pushed along in 4th. The top 4 only separated by a length and 3/4. Also starting to wind up a touch is Quid on the outside. They come to the top of the stretch. Gray Illusions just in front off the turn. Uco Valley up on the outside. Bickley going to dive down toward the rail for the final 3/16. Quid continues to make up ground, is back 4th on the far outside. Down on the inside, Bickley goes to a narrow advantage. Uco Valley trying to battle on. Just in behind them is Gray Illusions, and down the outside is Quid. A final 16th to go, though. It's Bickley in command here. Bickley going to be in front by 4.5. Quid down the outside. Bickley and Jamie Bargery to win it here. It's Bickley who won it there by 4 in the end. Quid was 2nd, 3rd. Uco Valley in 4th. Went to Gray Illusions. Stewards have posted the inquiry sign for today's 10th race. Final time, 4 minutes, 0.79 seconds. 4 minutes flat, 0.79. Stewards inquiry in progress. Please hold all tickets. Again, an inquiry in progress. Please hold. Again, a steward's inquiry in progress here in today's 10th event. Stand by for more information on that. We do have a final time, 4 minutes, 0.79 seconds, awaiting the final running order as well. Here's Bickley into the winner's circle. 6-year-old Grey-Roan Gelding by Flashback out of Carmelina. Brought to Kentucky by two sisters Thoroughbreds. Mrs. S.K. Johnston Jr., the winning owners. Jack Fisher, the winning trainer. Jamie Bargery aboard for the winning score. Bickley, the unofficial winner. Again, a steward's inquiry pending here in today's 10th. Stewards are removing the inquiry sign. The order finished 3741 will go official shortly. 3741 will go official. No change to the order of finish. Stewards inquiry sign has been taken down. Coming up in 26 minutes' time will be race number 11. Race 11, a maiden starter hurdle. Scratch numbers 1, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 8, 9, and 10 are scratched. The 11 fogbound does draw in and will run. So a field of 7 set to go the 2 1/4 miles. Post time is coming up at 12:50 p.m. in 26 minutes. Just a reminder, we will have scratches and changes for the main body of the wagering card, races 1 through 9. That'll be coming up at 1:15 p.m. and first post time at 1:45 p.m.
absolutely blessed to have the ability to work with animals for our day-to-day job, but the blessing means that we also have a big responsibility, and that responsibility is that when a horse has finished its racing career, to make sure that we give it every opportunity to have a second career.
Horses on the racetrack, they typically race from 2 to 3 years old up to 6 to 8 years old, and they have a long career in life after that. Thoroughbred aftercare is taking care of horses after their life on the racetrack.
Making sure that we are being good stewards of the animal. We have a generation coming up that's more aware of our world, of our climate, of our animals that we use, everything that's really given us humanity and integrity about who we are and what we're doing on this planet.
There are the actual aftercares themselves, and they are farms that will rehome and rehouse the animals when they come off the track. And then there are other organisations such as the TAA, which is the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, that actually accredits the aftercares to make sure they are doing exactly what we want them to do.
We focus on organizations that can rehabilitate, retrain, retire, rehome new horses, and find a new purpose for them for after their racing and breeding.
Any animal that's willing to let you ride it or use it for work, we owe that animal everything we can do to make sure that trust is repaid.
The horse is stepping onto the racetrack for today's 11th race, the second of our two steeplechase events. These are non-wagering events scheduled for 2 1/4 miles over the turf course. It's a maiden starter allowance, 4-year-olds and upward. Presenting the field of 7, scratch the 1, number 2, Lahara. QR Stables, the owners. Neil Morris trains. Barry Foley rides. 3 is 21 Guns. Ashwell Stable, LLC, the owners. Leslie Young trains and Thomas Garner aboard. 4 is Kid Macho. Keystone Thoroughbred's the owner. Todd McKenna trains and Freddie Proctor rides. Number 5 is Seismic Wave. William Russell owns. Neil Morris trains. Gerard Galligan rides. 6 is Pull Rank. Kate Dalton owns and trains. Bernard Dalton rides. Number 7 is Ludicrous Mode. Lucy Golette, the owner. Mark Beecher trains. And Jamie Bargery aboard. Scratch 8, 9, and 10. The 11 draws in. Number 11 is Fogbound. Edith Dixon owns. Joss Seville trains. And Ross Garrity is aboard. Post time coming up in just about 2 minutes' time as they have to make their way over to the front side. 2 1/4 miles here for this 11th race in our program. Reminder, scratches and changes coming up at 1:15 p.m. for our 9-race wagering flat card. And first post time is coming up at 1:45 p.m. Getting ready for a start here in today's 11th race, the second of our two steeplechase events. 7 of them set to go 2 1/4 miles here, 9 jumps in total. Just over 2 laps around this Colonial Downs outer turf course. As they get ready to line up here, starter Harrison Young, the flag is up. And they're off. 21 Guns heads out to the early advantage. Ludicrous Mode on the outside. Pull Rank coming through to their inside as third, but it's going to be 21 Guns and Ludicrous Mode the first 2 over the first of 9 jumps. And a bobble and an unseating of the rider there, number 11, Fogbound. Roschiardi unseated after the first jump. As they go into the first of 4 turns, Fogbound running loose there inside of the course. As on the front end, it's 21 Guns in front by just over a length and a half and trying to avoid the loose horse there. Goes out just a touch as Fogbound jumping around and playing here. Up on the front end, 21 Guns leads it by 2 to Ludicrous Mode. Pull Rank is third on the inside, 3 off the lead. It's 2.5 more than back to Kid Macho. After that, Seismic Wave and Lahara at the back as they head toward the second jump, the first of 3 backstretch jumps. And Fogbound went over quite well, but as did the rest. 21 Guns in front now by 2.5 lengths. Fogbound coming, the loose horse coming up outside of Ludicrous Mode and taking the jumps with the rest of the group. Pull Rank is third. It's 2 more lengths, then back to Kid Macho racing in fourth. A length and a half after that to Seismic Wave, and another 3 back to Lahara as they head over jump number 4 and take their run toward the far turn, the second of the 4 turns in this 2.25 mile event. And it's 21 Guns in front. Thomas Garner and 21 Guns trying to ratchet down that speed in front, 2.5 lengths to Ludicrous Mode in second. Pull Rank third, about 4.5 off the lead. It's a break of a length and a half more back to Kid Macho. Length and a half after that to Seismic Wave, and Lahara is the trailer as they race pretty much single file here, coming toward the top of the course. 21 Guns on the lead. Fogbound, even without the rider, continues to run right along the course proper. Well trained indeed. As they come to the top of the lane, 21 Guns, still the leader, trying to stay toward the outside as Fogbound now drifts down toward the inside of the course, and 21 Guns just in front. On the outside, Ludicrous Mode, Pull Rank has been close up in third throughout as they come to this 5th jump. And the remaining 6 all up and over well. As there is a new leader, Ludicrous Mode, Jamie Barkery up to assume command. 21 Guns now back in second. It looks like they're going to avoid this jump here as the rider Roschiardi being attended to. So that home stretch jump there, avoided by all. As they head into the third turn, it's Ludicrous Mode in front, 21 Guns toward the inside. Second now, coming back up to engage that leader. Pull Rank continues in third. Kid Macho, Seismic Wave, Lahara, the 6 of them only separated by about 4.5 lengths as they have 6.5 furlongs remaining in this journey. And onto the back course they go. Still Ludicrous Mode there. 3 jumps remaining. As they go toward the back stretch, Fogbound again continues to run loose in front of them and is taking the jumps, as he is determined to run this course. And Ludicrous Mode is the leader. Lahara starts a big backstretch move, was last just a minute ago, even though they're pretty well bunched up, is all the way up now to come and challenge the leader as they have 2 jumps remaining. Lahara with a blitz down the backstretch for Barry Foley. It's Lahara in front by 2.5, almost 3 now. Ludicrous Mode is back in second. After that comes Pull Rank. 21 Guns to the inside is 4th. Seismic Wave is 5th. Kid Macho is 6th. But Lahara made that big move there. Has to make another half a mile as they go into that far turn. It's Lahara in front now by 3. Ludicrous Mode tries to chase that one. A break of 3.5 more. Back to Pull Rank. Starting to get going. Seismic Wave, Kid Macho trying to launch their bids from the back. 21 Guns, the early leader, is at the back. Winding around the far turn. Lahara is still there. Ludicrous Mode getting closer once again, though. Lahara just in front. Ludicrous Mode on the outside. And those 2 to the top of the stretch. Clear by 3 now. Fogbound, the loose horse, interrupting there. Those horses in behind. That was Seismic Wave and Pull Rank, who both got affected there by the loose horse weaving in and out. But they both still have a chance. Just over 3/16 of a mile left to go. Ludicrous Mode takes the lead. The loose horse Fogbound continues to pester as Seismic Wave going to look for a split and Lahara, but a final 16th to go. It's Ludicrous Mode in front. Seismic Wave up to second. Ludicrous Mode right up alongside of Fogbound Ludicrous Mode to get the win. 2.5 in front of Seismic Wave, Lahara. Fourth look to go to pull rank over 21 guns. Seven five two six, the unofficial order finish. The final time 4:13.32 seconds. Again, 7526. No inquiry here by the stewards. No inquiry. Into the winner's enclosure goes Ludicrous Mode. 5-year-old gray-roan gelding by Bullet Train out of Luna Luna was bred in Maryland by Patricia and Richard Beck. Lucy Goulet, the winning owner. Mark Beecher, the winning trainer. Jamie Barger aboard for the winning ride. Ludicrous Mode, victorious here in today's 11th race. Today's 11th race has been made official by the stewards. Race 11 is official. That does close out the steeplechase portion of our program. The flat wagering, or flat racing wagering portion of our card will be coming up in 41 minutes. We're 41 minutes to post time. Coming up in 11 minutes at 1:15, we will have the national anthem as well as scratches and changes. We're fast and firm here, but we will be back on air with you here in about 10 minutes time for scratches and changes. We're 41 minutes away from post time for today's Monday card here at Colonial Downs.